Hello, everybody. This is Di, antinatalist, and I'm just driving out of the city, and it just came to my mind that the process of dying is probably going to be very uncomfortable, either physically or mentally. And I have watched a couple of family members die, and some friends' family members die. And at the very end, they were traumatized. They were in great fear. They were in a lot of pain. And so one of my great aunts, who I, really highly respected, and she was like one of my favorite relatives, and she died first, of course. She had ovarian cancer, and she was, exhausted all of her means to, rectify her cancer. She was on chemotherapy, and she was just miserable from the nausea. And that was, some years ago in the 80s, and they probably didn't have great medication then to counteract the nausea. But she had just given up, and she told her doctor that she didn't want any more treatment. And she had an operation that was unsuccessful. And then a friend's father was dying, and heavy smoker. And he had a triple bypass, that kind of thing, really major operation. And then about a month or so after the heart operation, he had kidney failure. So he was getting kidney dialysis, and he was greatly fearful. And he just kept telling the family, well, if I don't do this, I'm going to die. And everybody is going to die, and everybody is going to have to come to terms with that. Even a little kid who just finds out that he's going to die, or, the little girl who goes to a funeral with her parents, and she realizes what death is for the first time. And so, we all ponder about our death. We even think about, why, how we are going to meet our final demise, and, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be painful? Is it going to be scary? Are we going to worry about who we leave behind? Or are we going to worry about our estate, our private collections, our pets, our animals, children, whatever? And the process of being placed into existence just opens up a whole can of worms, because then there is a process of dying, and we are literally dying as soon as we are placed into existence, and it is a slow and painful death. There's nothing great about life, because it ends in tragedy. And anybody who says that, life is beautiful, life is natural, life is a gift, no. The only thing is that life is natural because people have not been able to prevent births, for the previous thousands of years, until quite recently. And so there's definitely nothing beautiful, or it's not a present. We are not given a present. Our parents inflicted this damage, and they influenced every single thing that happens to us there ever after, because of their decision to procreate. Oh, another deer on the road, dead. Yeah, life is gory, isn't it? And just yesterday we found out that Brian Laundrie, his skeletal remains were found. In a way, I'm glad he's dead, because he's just out. He's just gone. I mean, and obviously, he was a miserable person. I mean, obviously he had, mental demons. That's, pretty obvious. And, and the family really doesn't need closure at this point, because they know he killed her. And it doesn't really matter how. I mean, or how or why. I mean, they know it was by strangulation. It doesn't matter if it was a fight or if it was a mistake. And she's still, you know, she's still gone. And, wow, if that's not a story for, you know, parents to ponder over. But yeah, so recently I just been thinking about, you know, like the process of death, and obviously getting into your 70s and into your 80s, you are bound to reflect on that, you know, the Grim Reaper knocking at your door. So I haven't been fearful. I haven't been fearful at all of death, but it is the fear that basically keeps us alive and keeps us from harming ourselves, isn't it? And the older I get, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to encounter these feelings of dread, and, you know, like God, you know, am I going to leave pets behind? Like, or am I going to die alone in my room and, you know, leave pets to fend for themselves? Or am I going to be on a vacation and die far away from home? Or, you know, is death going to be painful? Like, you know, am I going to be run over by a bus or a train and laying with my body parts scattered and my legs crushed? So my biological parents inflicted all of this harm, and they placed major influence on me from the time I was, you know, born, and slowly dying, slowly deteriorating. We all do. So it's just best to forego that experience and not reproduce. And if you're maternal, or if you know, want to nurture somebody, then foster, adopt, or get a pet. The infliction of harm done to every single one of us, every baby, every child, every teenager, every adult, every one of us was inflicted with so much great harm. And the process of dying is not beautiful. It's not any more beautiful than life is beautiful. And life was full of harm from the day that we encounter our first breath. We take our first breath, we are harmed. And that starts ticking away the clock to our final demise. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe.